Hey everyone, Mark Feldman here from Bang the Drum School. In this video, I want to tell you about 3 key takeaways that I've gotten from Dave Weckl's teachings, from his different videos and books. And over time, all the different things I've absorbed from his teachings, these are the 3 things that changed my playing, helped my playing the most. So I'm going to tell you about that right after this. Here are the 3 key things. Now, 2 of them came from a video, a Carl Fisher video about technique. A new method of technique. I forget the exact title. We'll put the video up here on the screen so you can see it. And in that video, the 2 key things that I got were, the first was about grip and the middle finger fulcrum. It was something that I think Dave got from studying with Freddie Gruber. Now, I don't know if you know Freddie Gruber. Many of you probably do. But Freddie Gruber was a technique wizard. He helped a lot of famous drummers over the years, including Kali Yuta. And I think he was friendly with Buddy Rich. And he went, Weckl studied with him a bit. And I think even Neil Peart studied with him. But here's the nuance. So before this video, I was not doing this. This is what I do now. So I use my middle finger and thumb as my main fulcrum now. And I like that a lot because when you do that, the stick is inside your hand in a way that gives you more leverage. And you'll notice my pointer finger kind of goes over the top and it creates this lever. It's very loose and it's just very different. It seems like a subtle thing, but for anyone who uses this as their main fulcrum, and I've had a lot of students who I've shown this to and had them move to this because I think it's superior. But instead of this, do this. And it makes a huge difference. So that's the first thing I got from this Carl Fisher technique video of Weckl's. Now, the second thing that I got from it was a movement that allows you to do this movement for your doubles with an outward turning of your hand. So instead of moving like this for your doubles and snapping in with your finger to get the second one, right? So it's kind of a classic technique that you throw the stick down, the stick bounces, and then on the second, to get the second note equal to the first note in volume, you do this pulling motion with your fingers. Dat, 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 gat, gat, gat. And I'm sure many of you who have strong doubles use this already. But now here's the difference. The method that what Weckl showed us in this video, which I didn't really know about, was that there was this turning motion. So that if you started, I'm trying to show you from here. If you start from a French grip, and this is a little bit of an exaggerated way of thinking of it. But if you start from French grip and then the stick bounces and then you turn outward while you pull in. And that outward turning, I honestly don't understand why it works, but it really works. And you'll see drummers like Thomas Lang uses this. And have you seen Thomas Lang's doubles? They're like a machine gun. So I think it makes things looser, it flows. I honestly can't explain why it works, but it works. So that's the second thing, this outward movement as you get that second note of the double and pull your fingers in to snap it. So it's outward movement like this. So those are the first 2 things. Those are technical things. Now the third thing I got is from his second video earlier than this, like in the late 80s. He put out a video called The Next Step. And in The Next Step, he throws this in there near the end of the video. But honestly, I think it's like the most important part of the video, at least for me, in learning how to solo. And I haven't really heard anyone else talk about this. It's kind of interesting. But basically, it's very logical and very simple. And what Weckl talks about is it's an exercise where you just play continuous notes at a particular metric. So say we're talking about 16th notes. And the idea is you just play 16th notes and you interweave all the different ways of playing them that you know and that you like. So you might play singles and doubles and paradiddles and inverted paradiddles and right, left, left, right, left, left, and put in these hand-foot combinations while you do that, which is a big part of soloing and a big part of how Weckl solos, or any modern drummer. So you might play right, left, foot, foot. You might play right, left, right foot. You might play right foot, left foot. You might play other groupings like right, left, right foot, foot, or things that are based on 5s or 7s. But the idea isn't for me to explain the licks, actually, but it's more important that the concept of putting things together one metric at a time, combining all these different ways of doing it, the hand-foot things, different hand patterns, dynamics, different drums, and doing it in a way that flows, and starting really slowly and then working it up to speed and recording it so that you can hear what sounds good and what doesn't. That's really the key to learning how to solo. Isolating different metrics and working on it. So work on 16th notes like that. Work on 16th note triplets like that. Really, in a way, if you only work on those two things, everything else comes from that, unless you're getting into artificial groupings like 5s and stuff like that. So if you do that, I think of it usually as 16th note triplets and 32nd notes. And I work on putting things together that I like, and I make it flow, and then I put them all together, right? So I work on a metric that I like by itself, a 16th and a 16th note triplet, then I put them together. And really, that idea of working on vocabulary that you like and working on how to put it together in cool ways, that's the key to having the vocabulary in you and the muscle memory of putting that vocabulary together in different ways to allow you to solo. And that's like a huge deal. And if you start working on that, you're gonna get better at solo. So that's it. So those are the 3 things. 2 technical things from the Carl Fisher approach to technique video. This 1 soloing exercise from the Next Step video. Those are the 3 key things that I've gotten from Weckl and his teachers. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. And please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.